Hi, I'm Darina. I must say I'm not a fan of video cameras, but I'm glad and excited to be able to share mindfulness and yoga during these weird times to help us stay calm, energized and healthy. And I want to start by saying that these amazing minds of ours were never designed for happiness. They were designed for survival. The mechanism in our brain which is responsible for fight, flight, freeze was helpful for our ancestors in the face of the threat of the saber-toothed tiger. However, us now in the face of this coronavirus threat, this mechanism is not always that helpful. It causes us to, the amygdala, this part of the brain, causes us to overthink, to worry, to catastrophize, and this causes our stress and anxiety levels to increase, and our immune system can be compromised. So yoga and mindfulness is such a fantastic way to help us to move out of our heads into our bodies and to respond skillfully and wisely to our experience as it is. So let's start on the mat. So we'll start lying down to give us some time to arrive and ground into our bodies. So lying down in a comfortable position, your knees can be bent or your legs can be straight out. And starting off, taking a nice deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs. And exhaling out through your mouth, just feeling your body letting go into the floor. And again, inhale through the nose, fill the lungs. Exhaling through the mouth, letting go of whatever you were doing beforehand. One more. Inhale through the nose, fill the lungs from deep in your belly, right up to your collarbones. And exhaling, relaxing into your facial muscles, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, hands and fingers, feet and toes. And now dropping into the movements of your breath. Just allowing the movements of your breath to help you turn inwards and connect to the body. If it's helpful, bring your hands to your belly. Feeling the movement of that breath in your belly, in your ribs and your chest. Inhaling from deep in your belly, feeling that breath expanding into the front, sides and back of belly, ribs and chest, right up to your collarbones. And then as you breathe out, just giving time for the full length of the out-breath. And maybe you notice a natural pause at the bottom of the out-breath. And following the natural impulse of the next in-breath as you fill your lungs completely again. Each in-breath connecting with a sense of creating space and energizing. And each out-breath connecting with a sense of releasing and letting go. So our yoga practice is above all a breathing practice. The benefits from the practice are gained through the attention to this breath. This deep, full breath nourishing our body, increasing the flow of oxygen into our body. Each time we breathe in, the main breathing muscle, the diaphragm, moves down, expanding our belly out. The lungs fill up with oxygen. And every time we breathe out, the diaphragm moves back up again. The belly releases back towards the back, and all the air is expelled out of the lungs. This movement gives a continuous massage to our organs, increasing vitality. This movement helps in deep stretching and energizes for strengthening. This movement helps to calm, steady, and focus our minds. And whenever your mind drifts away from the breath, that's perfectly normal. Just gently noticing my mind has drifted away, thinking about whatever, and just escort it back. And this mindfulness part of the practice is the fitness training for our own minds. So we're not only working on our bodies, we're also working on our minds in a friendly and patient way. And be sure to take this class at your own pace. And if something doesn't feel appropriate, feel free to adapt or take a pause. So really just nourishing your body and mind as best you can for the next hour. Now wrapping your arms around your legs, rocking it out a little bit from side to side. And then rolling on up. And we start in cat-cow position, warming up our backs. The wrists are under your shoulders. The knees are separated the width of the hips. Inhaling, lift your hips, lift your chest, lift your head, but not so much that it cranks into your neck. Exhaling, rounding your back. Relax your neck here again. Inhaling, lifting the hips and opening the chest. Exhaling, rounding the back. A few more at your own pace. You can close the eyes if that's helpful to feel into your body, into your shoulders, into your back, into your hips. Allow the breath to guide the movement. Inhaling to open. Exhaling, tuck the toes under and come into down dog. This is like a V. You press all your fingers into the floor. And you can pedal the legs out, stretching into the back of the legs. And just getting a feel into the first down dog as you move into tight spots as you breathe. Then from here, walking forward to the front of your mat, letting the head hang here, taking a few breaths, shaking the head out. Just continuing with that same breath we established at the beginning. Letting that pulsation of the breath guide you down into your body as you tune into the changing sensations in the back of your legs. The weight of the head, the shoulders, the arms, the torso, helping to stretch out the spine. Shake the head out, move a little bit from side to side if that helps to bring ease into your pose. Bend the knees more if that supports your back. And then vertebrae after vertebrae, lifting up. Head heavy, arms heavy. Pausing at the top and just noticing the after effect of the warm-up. Feeling your feet on the floor, toes stretching out. The crown of the head lengthening up towards the ceiling. And the feet can be hip width apart. You can bring your palms in front of your chest and we'll move into some sun salutations. We'll do the first one nice and slowly. Inhaling, reaching the arms up. They can be straight up or you can come into a back bend here, only if that's okay in your back. Exhaling all the way down. Release the chin, release the neck. Inhale, big step back with your right foot. Right knee can be on the floor or off the floor. Exhaling, left foot back, body in a straight line into plank pose. Feeling the strength of your arms, the strength of your belly, and move the heels back in space as you draw your chest forward. Breathe in here, slight bend in the elbows perhaps. And exhaling, coming down to the floor, bringing the knees at the last moment, building strength, knees, chest, forehead to the floor. Inhale, roll your chest open, shoulders down and away from the ears. And if this is too much for your back, just bring your elbows to the floor and lift your chest up. Exhaling, hands under your shoulders, hips moving up and back, and heels towards the floor. Take a breath here. Separating the shoulder blades, pressing the fingers, the hands into the floor, belly button drawing back, heels down towards the floor. Relax the face. Inhale, big step forward with your right foot. Sometimes that foot won't come up all the way, no problem. Just hold it with your hand and there. Ankle directly under knee. Inhale here. Exhale, left foot forward, top of the head towards the floor. Release the neck. Inhale, pressing down through the feet, straight up or into a slight or bigger back bend. Exhaling, palms down in front of the chest. And continuing to flow with the breath. Inhale. Exhale, all the way down, releasing your neck. Inhale, big step back now with your left foot. Drop the hips, lift the chest. Exhale, right foot back into plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, coming down to the floor. Inhale, roll the chest open in an appropriate way. Exhaling, down dog, enjoying the movements, the attention to body. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Keep releasing the neck and the shoulders. Inhale, all the way up. Exhaling, palms in front of the chest. Inhale. Exhale, coming down to the floor. Again, release the neck. Inhaling, right foot back. Lift the right thigh up, lift the chest. Exhale, left foot back into plank. Inhale and plank. This time if you want to, you can choose chaturanga, hovering above the floor. Inhale to lift and open the chest in up dog. Pressing down through the feet. Exhaling, moving back into down dog. Listen to your body and make the choice which nourishes the body without straining it, but still adding strength and flexibility. Take a breath here. Softening into the face. Inhaling, bringing your right foot forward to the front of the mat. Lift and open the chest. Exhale, left foot forward. Release the neck. Inhale all the way up. Exhaling, palms down in front of your chest. And now focusing more on the rhythm of the breath. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, hands to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, left foot back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, right foot back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, snake. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, down dog. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, left foot forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, right foot forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, palms in front of chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more like that. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, arms down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, right foot back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, plank. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath out to the floor. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, open the chest. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, down dog. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, right foot forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, left foot forward. 2, 3, 4. Inhale all the way up. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause, take a breath. Notice your feet on the floor, the rhythm of your breath. If it's got up into your chest, deepening the breath again. Stretching your toes out, feeling your feet. And continuing now for a few more rounds at your own pace. I won't really give guidance now, but you can follow at the rhythm of your own breath. So let's start. Letting the breath guide the movement. And this is a meditation. Meditation and movement. Left foot back this time. Keeping that smile inwards as you move with curiosity, feeling the body. When it gets automatic, just notice mind drifting and gently escort the attention back. Letting the breath start and finish the movement, leaning into the top of the in-breath and leaning into the bottom of the out-breath. Aware of your whole body from the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers. Bring intelligence right down into your body. The heat we build through the sun salutation helps to heat the blood, thinning the blood, helping detoxing and purifying the body. The muscles become warm, helping them to stretch out, to release tension. One more round. And this can turn into a nice cardiovascular exercise. Continuing moving with the breath, you can move at different speeds once the breath is guiding you. And you can really make it into a practice where the heartbeat starts to move faster, you start to sweat. So if you can't go out for a run for a day, get on your mat and do anything up to 50 sun salutations and notice the effect. But for now, we just take the final one now with the leg that we're on. You can also do this with your eyes closed and your attention there in the area between your eyebrows. Okay, we'll all meet in the front of the mat. Just eventually arriving there. And here just drop into the after effects of that sequence. Feel your heart rate, your pulse, all the sensations alive in your body. Your feet on the floor, the contact of the mat to the feet to the mat. The rhythm of your breath. And gradually deepening and lengthening the breath again if it became shallow. Noticing the quality of attention, the contrast between the movement and the stillness. Hands in the hips, feet hip width apart. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhaling, coming forward from your hips. And here you can choose. You can hold the back of the legs. You can hold the big toes with the middle finger and the index finger. Or you can also choose to stand on your hands. Inhaling, lengthen your spine, open your chest. And exhaling, bending the elbows out to the side if you're holding your toes or standing on your hands. And breathe here. So taking advantage of that nice heat we built now as we move into deep stretching, staying connected with a deep full breath to support that stretch. Letting go of the facial muscles, the neck and the shoulders down from the ears. Tuning into the sensations in the back of the legs as you breathe in and out. So we don't want to go into our hard edge straight away. We want to be there at the soft edge where we can breathe. We're aware of discomfort, but we can breathe with it and we feel the body responding. If we're all the way on a hard edge and we can't really breathe and it's just tight, we just stress out our minds and tense up our bodies even more. So back off a little bit, bend your knees if you need to. Inhaling here, lengthen your spine, open your chest. Exhale, hands on your hips, feeling your belly gently hugging back. Inhale up to standing. Exhale, feet together, arms alongside your body. Inhale, big step back now with your left foot, and we prepare for triangle. So the right foot is 90 degrees, left toes turning in, hips facing the wall in front of you. Inhaling, stretching your arms out. Exhaling, the right hand lands down on the right leg. Roll the left shoulder over the right and move that right hip slightly forward. Reach the left arm up for the ceiling. As you exhale, feel your feet and legs strong so that your right shoulder and arm can relax. Breathing from your center, expanding awareness to your fingers and your toes as you breathe in. Exhaling back to center, belly gently hugging back. That happens naturally as we breathe out completely. Feet grounding down. Breathing with the stretch into the left side and down the back of the right leg. If you want to go deeper, bring your hand down more and more, maybe even to the floor, if the flexibility is there. But if that's just bringing you into a hard edge and you're falling forward, much better to slide that hand up so your spine can be nice and straight. Exhale, press the feet into the floor. Inhale up to standing. Exhale, change the position of the legs. Relax the arms for a moment. Feet into the right and left side. Okay, there's a line between the heel of the left foot and the arch of the right foot. Knees over the second toe. Inhaling, stretch the arms. Exhaling, left hand lands at an appropriate place to feel a good stretch, but not overdoing it. Relax the arm and the shoulder. Roll the right shoulder over the left. Slightly move left buttocks and hip forward, and then inhale, reach that right arm up. Once you're aligned, breathe with the pose. Send energy and awareness through your body. Without breath, the pose is dead. It doesn't have much benefits. If your neck is under pressure looking up, you can change the position of your head. Look in front of you or look to the floor. Press down to the ball of the left foot, the outer edge of your back foot as you inhale and fill your lungs. Exhaling completely, feet grounding down. 2 more breaths. Inhale, coming up. Stretch the arms out, parallel the feet. Exhaling, releasing the arms down alongside your body. So just a short pause after each pose to reset and feel the benefits. Make sure the breath is in the foreground. Right toes turning out 90 degrees, left toes turning in slightly, and maybe some more space now between the legs. Side angle pose. Bend the right knee down, open the right knee back. First option, I give different options so that everybody can go at their own pace. The left arm up or over the ear. So opening your hips by gently nudging that right knee open. If you want more, drop that right hand to the floor. Use your arm as a lever to open the leg back and rotate the chest towards the ceiling. You can look towards your fingertips. Or, if it's better, you can look towards your upper arm. Breathe in the pose. Don't forget the inner smile when you're challenged, just finding ease in the face as you breathe deep with the strength of your body. Then the next variation there is you can bind if that's available to you. But if you fall forward, no, just make sure the chest can stay open. 3 more breaths. Grounding down through your feet, the heels pressing into the floor, breathing into your belly. Exhale, pressing the feet down. Inhale all the way up, stretch the arms out. Exhaling, release the arms down, parallel the feet. And then the right toes turn in, left toes turn out 90 degrees. First option, bending the knee. Good space between the legs, the thigh can be parallel to the floor. Roll the right shoulder over the left, move the left hip forward, inhale, reach that right arm up. Left shoulder down and away from left ear. This arm can also be over the ear. Next option, bring your left hand down inside the leg, keeping the chest open and breathing into that stretch from your baby toe to your baby finger, energizing that line of your body. Letting go and softening into your groins, hips heavy towards the floor, feet and legs strong, but finding that sense of expansion and openness as you fill into your lungs. Third option then is the bind, opening into your shoulders, roll the chest open. Fully present in the breathing, noticing maybe thoughts coming and going, but staying with the breath as long as it's safe for the body. Exhaling, grounding into the feet. Inhaling, coming up, reaching the arms up for the ceiling. Exhaling, bringing the arms down. Pause and take a breath. And now the right toes to the front of the room, left knee on the floor. Going in for a twist. Inhale, reach the left arm up for the ceiling. Options here. The left arm can come outside the right leg. This is your lever here, the arm against the leg. Hand can be on the hip. Right shoulder rotating over left. Breathe here. Next option, pressing the right palm into the left. Right shoulder draws back as your left shoulder plugs forward. You can look towards the ceiling or you can look towards the floor. You can lift the back knee off the floor if you're steady there, plugging in the right hip. And then balance, it's always good to look at the floor. And then the third option then is the bind. So you can bind, clasping the hands behind the back. 3 more breaths. If the leg is lifted, really lift the back of that thigh up towards the ceiling. Heel moves back and then the right knee moves forward. Exhaling, coming down into low lunge. Inhale, lift and open the chest. Exhaling, spiraling right around. And you're going to bring your right knee onto the floor now and your left hand on your thigh. Take a breath here. Feel your base, feel your breathing, relax your face. Reconnect with a smile. Inhale, reach the right arm up for the ceiling. And exhaling, any of the options. First option, just arm down inside the leg, hand on hip. Left hand on hip, opening the left shoulder over the right. Just feeling that spinal twist and work into the hips. One hand can press on top of the other. As you breathe out, just let the air all go out, the belly draws back and you twist from deep in the belly. Back knee can be off the floor if that feels appropriate, looking to the floor for balance, and then looking towards the ceiling if you feel steady. Next option, binding the hands, clasping the hands. We'll take about 5 breaths here. Feet grounding down, legs strong, releasing any gripping in the hips. Breathing from deep in your belly up into your shoulder. Respecting your neck. Just always noticing those hot spots and finding ease there by changing the position of the head when needed. The left hip plugs in to support your sacroiliac joint. And then coming out of the pose of the next out breath. And here paralleling your feet. Clasping your hands behind your head and resting here in a wide angle forward bend, stretching into the back of your neck. You can take one nice breath out through your mouth with horsey breath. A very nice way to release the face. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. The stretch down the back of the body, release into the base of the skull and the back of the neck. Inhaling, hands in the legs, lengthen your spine, open your chest. Exhale, hands on the hips, again feeling the belly gently hugging back. Inhale up to standing. Exhaling, arms alongside your body. Just always a recentering breath, recentering, resetting body, mind and breath. Inhaling, reaching the arms up for the ceiling. Exhale, clasp the hands behind your back. Inhale, open the front of the chest as you squeeze the area between your shoulder blades. And then exhaling, coming all the way down. The outer edges of the feet pressing to the floor. If you're fairly flexible there, really
hug the knees up, waking up the thigh muscles. Inhaling, creating space. Exhaling, feeling that action, the legs, the front of the thighs engaged as you stretch deeper into the belly of the hamstring. The breath moving from deep in your belly right up to your collarbones. As you breathe out, the shoulder blades squeeze towards each other. The neck releases. Each in-breath connecting with a sense of space and expansion. Each out-breath connecting with some sense of letting go. Some ease in the discomfort. Inhaling, hands in your legs, lengthen your spine, open your chest. Exhale, hands in your hips. Inhale up to standing. Exhale, feet hip width apart. Arms alongside your body. And again, a pause. So we definitely gain strength and flexibility through our practice, but the main practice is our awareness practice. Awareness of our bodies, where we're holding tension, often unnoticing if we can release it, especially in the face, neck, shoulders. Aware of the coming and goings of our mind, the mental chatter that can often take over. And just often on noticing that mental chatter, we can choose to step out, step back into our body as we breathe and feel our feet on the floor and simply be here right now as we are. Feeling grateful for everything our body does for us. And now we're going to stand on one leg. So letting the gaze be steady on some point. The gaze is relaxed on that point. The tree pose can be anything from the heel to the ankle, that's tree pose. The foot to the calf, tree pose. Or if you want to, you can bring that heel right up towards your groin. That knee opens back. As we breathe out, we feel the belly drawing back, the left leg strong, the heel grounding down, and the hips kind of hugging towards each other, waking up those hip stabilizing muscles. And then the shoulder and the jaw can be relaxed. Inhale, reach the arms up. So aware of the strength of your standing leg, the rise and fall of your breath. All those little movements as your body is constantly adjusting to balance. Moving the effort out of the face and the shoulders down into our base. And rooting down to the foot as you reach up through your branches. And then dropping the arms down, the foot drops down, pause, and just feel into the difference in both sides. And then move the weight into the right foot. Again, find a place to steady your gaze and doing the same pose on the other side. So hugging into this imaginary midline, the foot can press to the leg to the foot, the palms can press towards each other, finding some stability there. If that's helpful, stay there. If not, reach the arms up. And if we fall down, it's not the end of the world. We just come back up again. So we're noticing the strength of our body. We can notice what's coming and going through our mind. But the breath and standing in one leg just really anchors us. And then just bring your arms down, bring the foot down, pause and notice. Enjoying both feet now on the floor, feeling steady, the rise and fall of your breath. And then you separate your feet, the width of the mat, a bit less maybe, and we come into squat pose. So your arms are inside your legs, you can join your palms, lift your chest, and breathe here. So a nice space into your lower back. Actually, if your heels are not on the floor, remember you can put a mat or some cushions under your heels, so you can just sink into the pose. It can be a nice stretch for your lower back. Or if you have a pole, you can hold on to a pole and just there breathe into that. Or just let the arms release down. Four more breaths here. Breathing into your belly, lifting up your chest, the neck and jaws relaxed. As you breathe into your lower belly, feeling that movement of the breath, perhaps in your groins, your pelvis, the sacrum, the triangle at the base of the back, the oscillation of all those bones as you breathe. You can stay here or you can move into crow if you want to continue building strength. Your knees come up nice and high in your arms. Take a nice deep breath in there. And then as you exhale, shift the weight forward. And this can be the pose. Lifting up one foot can be the pose. Maybe lifting up two feet can be the pose. Breathe. Smile. Take a break. Come back into ease again in the squats, just resting for a moment. As again, get all effort when we're in the challenge of a pose, but it's the whole process of building strength. Each pose is a journey. So enjoying the journey. So again, maintaining the ease of this pose, we're going to come into crow pose again, hands pressed down. I come in on the out breath, it helps me to find ease. As you breathe out, feel the support of your belly. Stay there as long as feels appropriate, and then again take a pause. And now from the pause, sitting on your bottom, inhale, lifting up through your spine. Good, shoulders down from the ears into boat pose. Chest lifts, arms alongside your body. Good, squeeze the knees and the thighs together. You can also have the legs straight if that feels okay. Inhale, reach the arms up. We'll add breaths of fire here. Exhale, drawing energy into your belly. Doing 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Belly button and lower belly drawing back. 7, 8, 9, 10. Draw your knees towards your chest. Relax your forehead to your knees. We'll do that again. Of course, that might be good for your back. If you feel your back pinching, listen to that. Instead of doing boat pose, you can do this pose with the legs up, dropping the legs down at an appropriate angle till you feel your belly waking up. And every time you breathe out, belly draws back as you use your arms as a kind of a pump. You can go down further if you want to make that more challenging. Draw your knees towards your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, take a little break there. Belly expanding into your thighs and releasing back towards your back as you breathe out. Good. And then from here, we continue working into our bellies, working into our core, our abdomen, building some heat here, building some strength and energy. So a slight tilt of pelvis, which means the lower hip bones towards the hip bones towards the lower ribs towards hip bones. Lift up one knee, lift up two. Our lower back is supported, but not jammed into the floor. That kind of switches off the deep transverse abdominis, which supports our lower back. Head and shoulders lift up. The head is pressing heavy into the hands. Elbows are at peripheral vision, holding an imaginary piece of fruit under your chin. Inhale here, exhale, straighten that right leg out, and now keep it higher up if you feel your lower back moving away from the floor. If you can keep good core engagement, just let that heel hover above the floor. Inhale, center, exhale, stretch. Inhale, bring the knees together over the hips, exhale, stretch the leg out. And you keep going at the rhythm of your own breath. Fully aware of the engagement of the abdominal muscles as you breathe out. The legs are also working, of course. Reaching through the legs as if the legs are coming out of your belly button. Every time you breathe out, you feel an increased action in your abdomen. The out-breath engages the deep transverse abdominis, and all those other muscles are working too. So I'm going to keep going here. You listen to your body. Trying to go to the end, not respecting your body, is not very good. So if you feel the belly muscles getting tired, but your back is strong and it's just uncomfortable, keep going. If you feel that your belly muscles are getting tired, your back is taking over, and your neck is taking over, then do stop. So we want to tire out those muscles, strengthen them, but not compromise our back or our neck. About 10 more. Draw your knees towards your chest, wrap your arms around your legs. Take a nice deep breath here. Feel the heat you're building in your belly. So we're working into the muscles, but we're also working into this energy center, our gut brain, our solar plex area, increasing energy there to help us deal with challenges, to help us burn through emotional stuckness, places that we're stuck in our lives. The energy and power we build here helps us to work with that. Okay, so again, we'll move the same way, but into a twist this time. So the same core engagement, support the head with the hands. This time we're going to inhale center, exhale right elbow to left knee. Inhale center, exhale left elbow to right knee. And keep going at your own rhythm. Stay fully connected to the core, the lower back, the neck. We notice we can often have unhelpful thinking patterns, especially around our core center area. Just notice them, let them come, let them go, free them up. If this is not good for your back, of course, drop back. Bring your right ankle onto your left knee and do one side first. Left elbow to right knee. Keep going. So at a certain point, you have to respect your body. Your body is like enough. But it also can be mental, where your mind is just sick of it, the repetitiveness of it. Your body feels strong, but you just want to stop. Then you keep going. Then we gain mental strength by not going for the habitual reacting of the mind to discomfort. But that work is so internal. And we don't want to strain our bodies. We're just being aware of the mental limits as well as the physical limits. And then knowing that those limits are never static. They're constantly changing depending on our internal work. Okay, last 10. And then drawing the knees to the chest again, rocking it out, softening the face, neck and shoulders. You can bring your feet to the floor, bring your hands onto your belly, let the knees knock in for a moment, and just feel into the after effect of your effort. Enjoy the softness now in the belly as you breathe the belly up into the hands, expanding into the abdominal wall now after all the contracting. Relaxing the neck and the shoulders and the jaw. And building heat here as well, and energizing our abdomen. We increase our digestive fire, improving metabolism, allowing us to gain more energy from the food we're eating. Okay, so it's always important to stretch out the abdominal muscles after all that contracting. So the bridge pose is a great pose for doing that. We do 2 rounds of bridge or wheel. So feet hip width apart, shoulders down from the ears, and then as you breathe in, peeling the back up off the floor, shifting the weight up onto your shoulders. And any position with the arms can be shoulder height. The hands can be clasped under your body. Taking 8 to 10 breaths here. If they're straight in your lower back, don't go up so high. Instead of opening and expanding, you can use it as a pose for more strengthening. Feel the strength of the base of your body as you feel the openness and space in the front of the body from down the groins up to the collarbones as you breathe. Relax the facial muscles, relax the neck. Again, where can we find ease within the challenge of the pose? And that internal work during our practice is what really benefits our life. Noticing whatever stories our mind starts to tell us about our body, about something else, dropping out of the story into what's happening, actually happening, our breath. The strengthening, the stretching, the contact of the body with the floor, whatever other sensations are present right now. And then gradually coming down. And then here again, taking a pause. Tuning into the after effect of the pose. And then one more time, we'll go into it. If you want to practice wheel, I'll just demonstrate wheel. It might not be appropriate. If you feel blocking or just any compromise in your back, do not do wheel. Otherwise, your fingertips come towards your shoulders. The elbows are over your shoulders. Feet stay parallel and grounded into the floor. Breathe in here and breathe out. Relax your lower ribs back towards the floor. Breathe in again, and on the out breath we're going to come up, slide the knees forward towards the wall in front of you, peel up off the floor and come up into wheel. Give the weight to the feet and the hands, your base. Breathe in, fill the lungs,
Breathe out, feel the feet grounding down, the palms grounding down. Arms hugging in, supporting your back, your shoulders. 5 breaths, only if it feels appropriate. On the out breath, reconnect to hands and feet. On the in breath, breathe into that space. From your groins to your collarbones. And then gradually coming down. And resting again. Dropping into the after effect. Tuning into those sensations of openness and space in the chest and heart area. And after a big back bend like the wheel, it's important to stretch out the back there. So a nice way to do it is stretch the right leg up. The left knee can be bent or can be straight. Clasp your hands behind that right leg, elbows straight, and press that leg into the hand. And that will bring lift back into your lower back again. The jaw, the neck, and the shoulders relaxed. Change sides. And then we'll come into happy baby pose. Bend the knees and then bring your arms inside your legs. Hold the outer edges of your feet and draw your knees down towards the floor. Your ankles are in line with your knees. Often you might need a cushion under your head. Always have a cushion during the practice if you have a tendency to lift your chin up high and change the natural curve of the neck. And rock it out like a baby, feeling like a happy baby here as you rock from side to side. Breathing into your belly, feeling that nice space into your lower back, opening into your hips. Softness in the face, neck and shoulders. If you want to add to that then, you can just press into the hands, use the strength of your arms to guide your knees towards the floor. Breathe down into your sacrum, that triangle at the base of your back, as if your breath goes right into that triangle. And you feel the broadening into the pelvis, the hips, the groins, the whole body breathing. Well, it does, because the connective tissue in our lungs is connected to every single part of our body. The movement of the diaphragm, that main breathing muscle, we feel that effect everywhere. Lovely. You can stretch the legs out there completely if you want to for a moment. You can be playful in your practice, just adding that kind of childlike playfulness to the practice, keeping it light, because we can get quite serious when we turn in. So you can rock a little bit here if you want to, just little rocks, rocking a little bit. If you can go do a little bit more, that's fine. You can inhale, come up, and exhale, roly-poly back. Inhale up, massaging through your spine. Exhale, roly-poly back. You can keep the feet off the floor. If this doesn't feel good, or if this doesn't feel right, don't do it. Yoga is great. You listen to your body and you respond to what your body is saying. Your body and your breath are your teachers. And then from here you can sit up nice and tall. You can hold your big toes. You can hold them like this. Or you can just stretch out a little bit more and come into this variation where you're sitting up tall, looking towards the ceiling for more balance. Breathe here. Looking towards the ceiling is more challenging, so you can look towards the floor in front of you. Stretch the legs out. If this isn't available, you can just bend the knees. If you want to play a bit more, then you can inhale, sit up tall.
Exhale, roll back. Inhale at the back and exhale. Whoop, come up. Inhale here. Exhale back. Inhale. And the abdomen helps you. Exhale. And then you can also bring the feet together. Inhale, exhale, draw them towards you. Right. And then coming down, come back into child's pose. And just reset again in child's pose. This is a nice pose to reset in any time you feel you need to during your practice, especially as well when the sun salutations might get too much. Feel the weight of the forehead sinking into the floor. The rise and fall of the breath in the belly, softness in the face, neck and shoulders. Feeling the breath moving into the back body, the pulsation of the breath, rising and falling, expanding, contracting. Just really sinking our mind right into our body, inhabiting our body fully with the pulsation of that breath. And that's really an act of self-care, self-love, just by attending to our breath. And then coming into pigeon pose. The right knee moves forward to the front of your mat. The left leg slides back. That heel can be further away from the groin to make the stretch a little bit harder. If you need more, if you have more opening in your hips. Otherwise, you can bring that heel closer to your groin to make it easier. Coming into the pose. You can stay up higher. It might be better to stay up higher if you feel a lot of tension, so that you can breathe with the pose, breathing into your belly, filling your lungs, exhaling, finding ease. If you need more of a stretch, just bring your forehead to the floor, the arms can stretch out. And the first step is really just connecting with breath once your body feels okay at the pose. And breathe in with those sensations of tightness and discomfort, turning towards them, creating space around them as you breathe. We'll stay in the pose for about 2 minutes. And maybe this pose isn't suitable for you if you feel it going into your knee and it becoming a knee pose, bad pose. So come out of it and you just bring your right ankle over your left knee and draw your left knee towards you. The hand comes into the triangle that the leg makes. Thread the eye of the needle pose. And that would be much more beneficial. You hold the top of the knee. If that's not possible, hold under the knee. Draw that knee towards you and the right knee away from you. Feeling this stretch in the leg, the bottom, the right bottom, the groins. Wherever you feel it, just breathing with those sensations. Okay, and then inhaling, coming up out of the pose, hands on either sides of your leg. Lift your chest open. And exhaling. Coming out of the pose, pausing in child's pose or down dog for a moment. So down dog or child's pose. Noticing right and left side. Allowing the hips a moment to readjust. Inhaling, left knee forward, the right leg moves back, the left heel closer or further away from the groin, and drop down into the pose. And going an appropriate amount in the pose, so maybe not down completely, maybe you need to back a little bit because the sensations get too intense. Maybe there's not enough sensations and you need to move the heel further away from the groin. So not too much or not too little. Just right there at a discomfort that you can breathe with. There's some ease. You're at the soft edge. The soft edge where you can breathe and notice sensations. And notice what happens in the pause at the bottom of the out-breath. What happens in the body-mind right there? Easing the face, the neck and the shoulders. Such a nice practice to continuously cultivate that attitude of friendliness and kindness towards ourselves. The inner smile is a symbol of that, of acceptance. All sorts of things can percolate up. More space now for that in this pose because we're stopped for longer. That's good. Let whatever comes, come and go. Or just let it be and shift your attention to breathing. Noticing the changing quality of sensations as you breathe. And here you're working into deeper and deeper layers of connective tissue, muscle. The advantage of staying longer, blood pools in the bones and the joints, nourishing these parts of the body. The energy channels that are getting stimulated here, freeing up the energy channels, the meridians, which help to stimulate and revitalize the organs. So much going on in our practice, much deeper than the muscular skeletal body. Okay, inhaling, coming out of that pose, lift and open your chest. And then from here, just take a moment just to reset the hips in child's pose or down dog. And we'll finish our practice with a twist. So you can choose a sitting twist, if you know one, or a lying down twist. I'll demonstrate the lying down twist. So moving the hips slightly off to the right, stretch the left leg out, right foot over left knee, and that right knee we move it to the left and look to the right. So a nice spinal twist to bring ease to the back, stretch from the outer right leg right up to the spine, especially up into the front of that right shoulder. Breathe from deep in your belly up into that right shoulder, and as you breathe out, right shoulder blade moving towards the floor. Reach through the right fingertips. If your chin is lifted high, just bring a cushion under your head. 3 more breaths. All this work through the back body helps to release tension out of the spine. As we release tension out of the body and the spine in particular, that helps to de-stress, relax the mind. Letting go on the body is reflected in the mind, and letting go on the mind is reflected in the body. Inhale back to center. Stretch the right leg out and the left foot over the right knee, and then left knee moves to right, look to left. The foot can be on the knee or kicking away from the knee. And just remember to breathe. The attention can get diluted towards the end of the practice.
That's normal. Just noticing the quality of mind, and if the mind has gone fuzzy or busy, just knowing that the breath is always there to support you. To stay steady, centered, grounded and present. That's one of the main benefits of the practice, that reminder, our breath is always with us to nourish and support us. Breathing from deep in your belly now, all the way up into the left shoulder. And then back to center. And now time for a nice relaxation. So make yourself comfortable again, just like at the beginning. The knees can be bent, the feet flat on the floor, or the legs stretched out. Hands wherever they're comfortable. Shoulders down and away from your ears. And one final full breath. Inhale, filling your lungs. Exhale out through your mouth, letting go of all effort and letting your body sink into the floor. Returning to your natural breath. And time to soak up now the benefits of your practice. Feel the weight of the head, the shoulders, the arms, the hands. The weight of your back resting down. Shoulder blades, middle back, lower back. The weight of your bottom and hips. The weight of your legs. Allow any tension to melt out of your forehead and your eyes, your jaw, your tongue and your throat. Allow any tension to melt out of your neck and your shoulders, arms, hands and fingers. The whole back body resting back into the floor. Back relax. Pelvis, hips and groins relax. Legs, feet and toes. And allowing the mind to rest into the rhythmic wave-like motion of the natural breath, rising and falling, guiding us into a deeper relaxation. Relaxing deep into the abdomen, the ribs, the chest and the heart. And resting here in the heart center, just bringing to mind those aspects of your life that you are so grateful for. And just really resting into the feeling of gratitude as you allow that feeling now to expand throughout your body, mind, heart. now slowly starting to move your fingers and your toes. Take a nice deep full breath, stretch yourself out again in whatever way feels good. Drawing your knees towards your chest, rocking it out a little bit from side to side, and then rolling up to sitting. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the session. And yeah, on the links below, I have some links below that you can get into, because I'm starting to do online sessions, free trial group sessions, private sessions, and you can hit on the notification bell, and when I'm putting up new videos, if you sign up to this channel, you'll know. So thanks very much, and hopefully see you again soon. Bye bye.